So there's only one event here, and that's the women's 200-meter backstroke.
Yeah, it should be a good race. A couple of them haven't got times. You'll see here in the seedings, and they probably haven't swum this race competitively yet. So this will be their first chance at getting a time, and then we'll see who. So it's hard to tell who might win this race.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's the great thing about this event, the best of the best. We're really excited about Best Shipping sponsoring this event. They came up with this concept that we took 3 meets that didn't have any sponsorship that we had on our calendar, and we put them together. And one of the ladies that works manages Best Shipping, Judy Hagan, her son swims anyway. She's very involved in swimming, and she came up with the concept to put 3 meets together and tally the points. And they kindly put some money behind it, and now we have this great event in the spring.
The women's 200-meter backstroke. In lane 1 we have Ashley Irby from Harbour. Lane 2, Gabriella Bucci from Dolphins. Lane 3,
and they're off now, and it looks like lane 3 is pulling ahead a little bit slightly. Erica Hawley of the Sharks is pulling ahead slightly, but it's still very close.
Okay, Tim, did we complete the age group best of the best?
We did. Yeah,
series,
we got through all of them, all the way up to the 15 and overs. With Kellen De Silva in front with 1,252 points, Nicholas Patterson in second with 1,104, and Christopher Wright in third with 849.
Mm-hmm. Just to recap real quick, all of the divisional leaders: Ashley Irby, Megan Lau, Amber Reed, Emma Franklin, Morgan Hopkins, Jason Buchel. Am I saying that right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Jason Buchel, yeah, okay. That's fine. Mitchell
have...
Garapi, Craig Morrison, Vaughn Rouse, and Kellen De Silva.
Those are the divisional leaders after the first series. And right now, as we mentioned, we are into the women's 200-meter backstroke, and it's well underway here at the Soldiers Pool.
Yeah, we. Extremely happy. We've got a great deal with Saltus. They've let us take over the pool over the years. This is our home field. We have our offices here, and we use this pool quite a bit. All the clubs share training in the pool. We have all of our meets here right now. We're looking forward to, in the near future, the government building the 50-meter pool up at the National Stadium, so we'll be able to have some meets up there as well, which will be great for the kids to swim in a full-length pool. That most of the big meets nowadays are all swum in 50-meter pools, the Olympics, the Commonwealth Games, things like that. So we'll be great for the kids to be able to swim at home in a 50-meter pool.
Right, and back to the race now. Erica Hawley is really turning it on here. Julia Hawley, no new name in sporting circles. Her mother up there encouraging her as she makes the turn. Should be coming down to the final lap or two in just a second. But right now it's all lane number 3 out there, Erica Hawley, followed closely by lane number 4, Shannon Hassel. And then lane 2 over there, it's Gabriella Pucci.
That's right. It's one of the great things about swimming. I love it when the parents get really involved at the end of the pool there and cheering on their kids. There's a great camaraderie amongst all the swimmers and the families. We have a lot of fun with it.
Okay, we've got the stopwatches coming out here.
Yeah, looks like
3:08 on the clock.
Looks like Erica Hawley's about to touch. She touches in.
3:12:20.
3:12:20. I don't believe that's a record of any type, but she'd be hard pressed to beat Rebecca Sharp's records that she's set over the last few years.
Sure. Shannon Hassel second, and in third there in lane 2, Gabriella Pucci, and heading towards the finish line now, 8-year-old Ashley Irby, just a few strides away from the finish line, just a few more, and there she touches.
There we go. Up next we have the, looks like we've got the men's 200-meter backstroke event up next. It's just one heat in this, and as we wait for the final swimmers to touch for the women's, we can give you the names of the swimmers for the men's. In lane 1, it looks like we have a scratch there, but lane 2 will be Philip Hagan. Lane 3, Matthew Frick. Lane 4, Charlie Pilgrim. And in lane 5, Evan Farrow. And as we clear the pool from the last heat, we'll get ready for these guys to step up on the blocks.
In this Best of the Best series, sponsored by Best Shipping. And we're getting ready for event number 4, the men's 200-meter backstroke.
And I said they'll get up on the blocks, but actually they'll get into the pool
water,
first.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Sorry about that. They'll jump in the pool first and then take their marks. And when they hear that whistle first, the starters, they're under the starters' orders now. And they'll have to grab the handles, and then they won't be allowed to move.
4 competitors are off.
Here they go.
This is event 4.
This should be a good race too. All of these swimmers should be fairly close. There is a bit of an age difference, but
Pilgrim from Harbour, lane 5, Evan Farrow from the Dolphins.
But Philip Cheesy Hagan, as we like to call him, is in lane 2 from the Sharks. He seems to be pulling away already a little bit.
Well, actually, it's lane 3 out there.
Lane 3.
Matthew Frick.
Matthew Frick, sorry. Matthew Frick, of course, from the Dolphins swim team. He's a very good swimmer too, and sorry about that.
And then it's very close between lanes 2 and 4. That would be Philip Hagan and Charlie Pilgrim.
That's right.
But Frick is still early going though.
Yeah, he's pulling away. He's a strong swimmer. He's a little older than the other two. He's 14, while the other two are, I believe, 12 and 11. So, as these boys' bodies develop, that extra year or two can make a big difference.
Should we mention here, Tim Petty, BASA president, that it's not going to be next weekend for the final event, the third and final event of the Best of the Best series. It's actually been moved to, I think, April
the 10th. Yeah, just after Easter. We get the kids. A lot of kids are going away on break or whatever as the schools get out for the Easter break. So we're holding the third race of the series, third meet on April 10th.
So they got a bit of a breather and a vacation from school.
Right, and some of the swimmers are going to Carifta Games as well. So that's right over the Easter holiday weekend. They're giving up their flying their kites to go down to Jamaica and swim in a very competitive meet.
And the hot cross buns and
exactly.
Fish cakes.
Well, it's probably a good thing if they want to be a good athlete. But
Well,
yeah.
I used to have my fish cakes and hot cross buns.
Yeah.
And still, was able to.
I certainly enjoy mine, but yeah, these kids, they make a big sacrifice to be competitive in this sport.
Yeah. Tim, would you say at this age, as we try to ask Tab Froud, who's like in back supplying all the information, about at this level, would you say coaches start talking about vitamins? Because when I was 15 and 16, I don't know if you remember the guy, Clive Long, used to make sure that I had vitamins to take because training was so strenuous and we were burnt out. He wanted to make sure we had I think it was vitamin C or something. He made sure I had every so often, and he used to ask, are you taking your vitamins? Yeah. At this age, for swimmers, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, are the coaches saying vitamins along the way?
They do teach them that. Each coach has a different method, but generally I would certainly say that they're told that they need to eat proper. We do have an obesity problem here, and these coaches are aware of that, and they're making sure that these kids are trying to eat proper for the amount of exercise that they're doing. A lot of times, they'll completely tell them junk food is out, and what I see is they're eating a lot healthier, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Certainly the nutrition's a big part of things, and probably more so at the national program level, more so than maybe at the club level. Mm-hmm. Once the swimmers show some promise and they join our national program, then the coaches are very cognizant of nutrition and making sure they're eating properly. And it's so important nowadays. We have to be very careful about what supplements they take, because obviously with all the new drug rules and things like that, we have to be very careful about what they actually do ingest. So we have to be